Yeah,
So,
Lewis, were you friendly with Lewis? Lewis was something special.
I didn't know him that well.
Yeah.
I've worked with him a couple times. Every time I saw him, he was like the sweetest guy.
Couldn't have been sweeter. The most generous, kind, loving, and insane, completely out of his mind person.
When you were doing those scenes with him, did you know he was that close to...
Well,
He looked like
he was clearly not well. Anybody who's seen the past couple of seasons can see he was not well. But I didn't think death was imminent. I mean, he died of a heart attack, so it was kind of a sudden, surprising thing. I didn't think, none of us thought he was going to be dying anytime soon.
I was alluding earlier, because you started Instagram, and we'll have the place where you can click on and find her Instagram, but I was alluding to the fact that I saw on Instagram your final scene that you shot. It's not the final scene of the show, but you're in the plane. And what a moving, incredibly... Whose Instagram? You should. It was whose Instagram is that on? When everybody he goes cut final scene, and then
that I think was HBO because I picked it up from them and I posted.
You should
it.
look at it. We should post that because that is, or I don't know if are we allowed to post it? But everybody stood up. It was the final. The director yells cut, and you all stood up. It was one of the most emotional, and it was kind of interesting to watch Larry, who was so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
he didn't.
Yeah, I always know when he's emotional because he was really quiet towards the end of the day. So I knew that he was feeling stuff, but he's not one to get up and give a speech. But Lewis was an incredibly sentimental guy. He was a very, he was always the one that would see me on something and call me and tell me how great it was. And he was this very loving, sentimental guy. And he got up and he spoke. And I was going to speak, but I knew I would just break down in tears. So
You were in tears.
Yeah.
When I watched, do you have that?
I'm going to look for it now.
Yeah.
It's not on HBO. Did you post it on your Instagram?
Yes, I did.
So let's
but
go
it is on the HBO. I mean, I picked it up from them, from the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Did you put it on a post or a story?
Oh, from the Curb Your Enthusiasm
I'm not that good,
Instagram.
Howie.
Look at
The Curb Instagram.
But yeah, Lewis.
Is it there?
You know what I hate? I hate when we
getting
lose funny
hit
people.
in the I would say getting hit in the head with like a hammer.
No, I hate that too. But sometimes I enjoy it. But when we, Lewis and Belzer and Gilbert, these are like original voices that can't be replaced. That Gilbert, how original there was nobody else like Gilbert.
I loved him.
I know.
I loved him.
He was a lovable guy.